what I've done in memory is I've created an acronym that encompasses all the characteristics that we need to utilize to greatly improve our memory. And that acronym is A.L.I.V.E. A-L-I-V-E. So let's break down this acronym A.L.I.V.E. Let's take the A, A.L.I.V.E. It's association. Every new memory you create is associated with the memory you already have. It's very important. So here's an example. Let's say I take a brush and I just randomly do some brush strokes at different colors on a canvas of paper, right? When I look at that piece of paper and I try to remember it, it's a mess to me. It's jumbled colors and slashes. So what's the brain naturally do? We look at this and we look for something that's familiar to us. Maybe we look at that canvas and we can see the brush strokes kind of form the shape of a bear. Or maybe the colors, they remind us of a specific flower. The brain naturally looks for associations of things it already knows, but it does this unconsciously. If we consciously associate things together, we can greatly improve our memory. The L in A.L.I.V.E. is location. Now think about the brain. The brain is a universe of information. Trillions of pieces of information in a brain. Most complex computer on the planet. If we had to search that entire universe of memories every time we wanted to recall something, we could never do it. So we form locations in that universe that we can go to extract our memories. When I ask you what your favorite movies are, you don't tell me what you got for dinner last night or think about your favorite meals. You think about your favorite videos and movies in your life. Your brain naturally goes to those categories in your brain, right? But also, it does it unconsciously. If we consciously form locations in the brain, we can go to those locations, extract what we want, and retrieve it when we want to. Okay, that is the L in A.L.I.V.E. The I in A.L.I.V.E. is imagination. Now, you don't have to be a science fiction writer to have a great imagination. All we're going to do with our imagination is think about things that we already know, that are already in our memory, to help us remember something new. We're also going to add some motion or actions to the things we want to remember. The reason we do that is, think about it. When you are remembering something, when it sits still, when something is not doing something, when it's just no animation, it doesn't stick in your memory. It's very hard to remember. But when something is moving or doing an obnoxious action or an exaggerated action, that sticks in our memory very strong. So we're going to tap into our imagination and we're going to add a little motion or animation to remember the things that we want to. In A.L.I.V.E., the V is visualization. If you have not pictured in your mind what you want to remember, then you have not committed what you want to remember to your memory. Think about it. It's impossible to think without visualization. If I ask somebody, can you pass me the scissors? On some level, you're seeing a picture of scissors in your mind. A picture is worth 1,000 words. Well, if you can visualize things, it's worth 1,000 hints to remember something. The last letter is E in A.L.I.V.E., and that stands for emotion. We already touched on this earlier. When you go on vacation, these things that emotionally affect you, if you care about something, you will remember it. If you do not care about something, you will forget it very easily. I'll give you a perfect example. If you want to remember somebody's name, lend them money. Think about that for a second, right? But when we can tap into the emotional aspects, and you can kind of create an emotion, which is not very difficult, through your exaggeration and the acronym of A.L.I.V.E., you can add emotion, which will very greatly improve our memories. Anyway, let's do a little memory exercise together, now that we have the concept of A.L.I.V.E. and the acronym.